this is Laura from LiveVisions.com, and this is my video on Aries, all about Aries. In this video, we're going to go in depth about Aries and the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars in Aries. All about all of these things Aries. So look for your planets, and if you don't know your planets, I have a calculator on my website that I have to admit can go down on the fritz sometimes. So go to astro.com to figure out where your planets are, and that would really help you know what I'm talking about in this video in regards to Aries, okay? Okay, so what is the sign Aries about? Aries can be, it's ruled by Mars. So these people can be really, they can be aggressive, they can be assertive, they're usually not shy. Aries people tend to be warriors. They say that they're the warriors of the zodiac. They're also the children of the zodiac, they say, because they tend to jump into things quickly and without thinking, and then saying, oh no, what did I do, you know? So it's like act now and think later kind of a thing. But this makes them really good at, and fearless sometimes. Aries is a very ambitious sign. You know, a lot of them are self-initiators. They have this great confidence about themselves, you know. And one thing about Aries is they're not afraid to do things. Because let's face it, children have no fear, right? So they're like the children of the zodiac. So they tend to be ambitious, and they have a lot of drive. I will say, and one of the big things is fearless, because they're ruled by Mars. Mars is a planet that's action and a lot of energy, and it's the warrior planet, you know. So a lot of times, if you challenge an Aries, they're not afraid to go head-to-head with you, okay? And a lot of times they're like, game on. And you know what it is? They kind of like a little friction sometimes. This is a sign that tends to get bored easy. And I will say in a relationship, they may get into things quickly and get out of things quickly. They can get mad quickly and forgive quickly too. But, you know, I will say in a relationship, if somebody plays too many games with them, they like a challenge a little bit. But after a while, they get bored easy and they're like, I'm done. See you later. You know, they're not going to sit there and wait forever, you know. They are the most impatient sign of the zodiac, so patience is really not their strong suit. They are, I will say, you know, a lot of, you know, people with a lot of, it depends on your work sector of your chart, okay, and what planets are there. But if you have like a lot, if your second house is ruled by Aries, or you have Mars in there, you know, not only does that rule cutting and knives, so a lot of beauticians may have this, or people who are like barbers and things like this, but also people who are like in the police, military, you know, firefighting or something like this. You know, it's a very action-oriented kind of career, very Aries-driven. As children, they're known to be hyperactive kids, and maybe they don't like a lot of naps. They need a lot of energy, a lot of time to play, a lot of time to burn energy to get tired, because these kids have a lot did I say a lot of energy. So I will say, you know, they're very, in a relationship, I will say, depending on the charts, you know. Well, let me just go into the moon, and we'll kind of go into relationships in a little bit. The moon in Aries, let's say if you have your moon in Aries, well, this shows me that you could get mad pretty quick, but you also forgive pretty quick. Sometimes the moon also denotes how the mother is. You know, some people, not all, some people who have their moon in Aries tend to have had a mother who was a disciplinarian, or even some people could have had an abusive mom with a moon in Aries. Their mom seemed to be more aggressive and very assertive, and leading them to emotionally, in some way, the way they deal with their emotions is kind of an aggressive way, in a very assertive way, that leads them quickly to anger, but they're quick to forgive as well. Depending on what house it is, this can denote whether it's more charged or not. But that doesn't mean these people can't be loving, because they can be very loving. They can be very direct when they're emotional, very assertive when they're upset, you know, not shy at all, okay? Now, those who have their Mercury in Aries, Mercury is how you communicate. And these people are very direct. These people don't mince their words. You know, what they say they mean, and what they mean they say. They're very, like, they'll let you have it verbally, you know. They can be a bit aggressive, and sometimes people with Mercury in Aries are prone to anger outbursts. And sometimes some of them, again, some of them can be prone to potty mouths, you know, bad language. And those people with Mercury conjunct Mars are prone to bad language too, just so you know. But yeah, Mercury here denotes somebody, again, who's verbally not shy. So if you want an opinion from somebody and, you know, hey, you know, can you tell me what you feel about this? You know, they could be very direct. And when these people are also angry, or they're just direct in all communications, you know, they don't hold back, you know. They can often say things and say, oh my God, I can't believe I said that, you know, and regret that they had said it in the first place. Those of you who have Mars in Aries, Mars is your energy. And this shows that somebody who has a lot of energy. They can be aggressive, assertive. They're not shy. So this is somebody where people, when they meet them, they can tell their energy. They could be like, oh, let's go, and very motivated, and let's do this. And, you know, this is somebody who's very action-oriented, and they probably don't like sitting around much. They probably like wiggle their legs and, you know, kind of can't sit still, or, you know, they might like sports a lot. They may, I want to say, these people may not, may like a lot of action-oriented sports, or even work that's physical. They may like that as well. Depending on other planets, okay, Mars in Aries, you know, can be, like I said, very aggressive type of energy, very assertive, okay, and sometimes, not all the time, it depends on how you're using your energy, and I would say sometimes, if you have Venus conjunct Mars, especially in Aries, this can denote maybe a violent person, okay? But not everybody who has their Mars in Aries or Venus conjunct in Aries is violent, but I'm just saying it can be. There could be like an aggressiveness about this person's energy, very aggressive. But also I want to say the more physical activity this person has, the better it is for them to burn off that aggressive energy. So sports is a great thing, getting in maybe a physical job that they have to blow off steam, because what it is they have such an excess of energy. These people could just be, it doesn't mean that they're like an in-your-face type of person, although they can be, but this can be somebody who just, if you ever meet some of those people where they're like, oh, I had to go here, and then I had to go here, and then I went here, and then I did this, and they just get a lot of accomplished, and then they have to be busy all the time. They don't like to be in one place, and you know, they're doers, doers. So this person could definitely be a doer. Mars in Aries is definitely not lazy, you know. They want to be out and about doing things, and you know, burning off that energy, okay? Now, in a woman's chart, Mars is the person that they're attracted to, okay? So if a woman has her Mars in Aries, you're attracted to a guy who is assertive, who's not shy, who goes for what they want, who's not a shrinking violet, you know, who's not a, oh, I don't know, or wishy-washy. He's a direct kind of guy. He's very, like I said, action-oriented. She likes a take charge kind of guy. So if you're dating a woman and you know she has her Mars in Aries, and you're kind of like, should I ask her out, shouldn't I? You need to really be confident, because that girl can smell fear a mile away. She's not going to be drawn to a guy who is fearful, who is like, oh, I'm not sure, you know. She wants a guy who's like, hey, you know, I like you. Would you like to go out with me? She likes directness. Direct is the key for her. She likes a confident guy, somebody who's not, you know, I will say the more confidence you have, the better. And this is also someone who, she's not, she also wants a guy who's strong, okay? Meaning not just physically strong, but a strong energy type of person, okay? So she's not into some wishy-washy kind of, you know, if you're a guy and you're kind of shy, you're insecure, and you're like, I don't know, maybe, and this one dumped me, and you're totally not her type. She wants the confident guy, the guy who goes for what they want, the guy who's totally, I want to say, he exudes a strength, okay? And he's not afraid to say, hey, I like you, you want to date me, yes or no? She likes a guy who's that direct. You know, he doesn't have a line. You know, he's just says it how it is, and he's like, yeah, so what about it? Let's go. And if he's turned down, the more he initiates with her, she likes aggressiveness, okay? So, I mean, not in a bad way, but somebody who is, like, assertive, like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep asking her out, see if she says yeah, you know what I mean? So she can like that, okay? So if your Venus is in Aries, okay, Venus in Aries can denote somebody who, you know, in a woman's chart, Venus in Aries is how you attract a partner, you know. And she may attract a partner by being very direct, by not being subtle, by saying what she means, meaning what she says, you know. She may not be into games, you know. A little bit of a chase she may like, but she'll get bored easy if you make her wait too much. But the way she flirts, it also depends on what house Venus is in too. But the way she flirts is she's probably, wears her feelings on her sleeves, very direct about that she likes you. You know, she's probably somebody with Venus in Aries is not shy. You know, she's not shy to display that she likes somebody. You know, she's not reserved. You know, you kind of see the kind of person she is, you know. She flirts by showing you her strength, by showing you that she's ambitious, by showing you that she's assertive, by showing you she's a go-getter. You know, all of these things show that she's interested. She does these little things to show, hey, you know, I'm ambitious in life. I'm going places. I did this and this and this, and I'm going to do this, this, and this, you know. She may be like that. She could also be, I want to say, you know, direct. So I don't think if she's interested in you, you're not going to be wondering. You know, she's pretty much, I think, wears her feelings on her sleeve. She'll be like, yeah, you know, I kind of like you, so what are you doing this weekend? You know, she could be that type of person, you know what I mean? Not shy at all. But Venus in Aries in general, I would say Venus is how love plays out, okay, in a chart, okay? And it's also about money. Okay, so love could be, you know, start quick, end quick. You could quickly get involved in a intimate relationship with someone, and it ends quickly. So you need to be careful of this. Anybody with Venus in Aries, but also this could denote, you know, when it comes to money, perhaps being very ambitious, a self-starter. You know, asserting self, or maybe even self-employed, you know, depending on what house it's in and all that, it paints a different picture. But anyway, I hope this helps you guys understand a little bit about Aries and different planets that are in Aries and how this could add to what the meaning of Aries is. Hope this finds you well, and if you would like a reading please go to the website. I'll put a link in the video, and you can book a reading. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.